last week I did a video showing how I weed my garden, and somebody asked me a question which gave me an idea of a series of videos I thought that I would start doing. They asked me how many people I'm growing for and just how much do I end up with when I can it. And that is a very good question. There's only 2 of us here, but I try to grow enough for at least 8 people because, that way I can have plenty for my children and my grandchildren. And a lot of times when you plant things, it can be very hard to judge just how much of anything you really need to plant. So I thought that I would start this series of videos, and when I get to the end of the harvest of each different vegetable, I'll make a video and show you exactly how much I planted and exactly how much I ended up with. And this is my summer garden. I have things like beans and cucumbers, zucchini, tomatoes, okra out here, and I'll be canning the majority of this. But out front I have all of my spring crops, and I'll go out there and show you that garden. This is my raised bed garden, and this is where I planted all of my spring type of plants, things like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, lettuce, peas, all of that type of stuff. And as you can see, all of these things are near time for harvest. So as I get the last of each harvest from each vegetable, I'll try to make a video and show you exactly what I got and how much space each of these vegetables took up, and maybe it could give you an idea of how to plan your gardens so that you could maximize your garden space if you're very limited on space. Some things take up a lot of room and you get very little out of it, whereas other things you get a bigger yield. And quite frankly, some things just aren't worth the space they take up. I think this will probably be my last year for English peas because of that. The space would probably better be used for something like potatoes, where I could get a higher yield of food from square foot. So this is what I'm planning on doing. I hope I can keep up with it because it's going to be difficult to catch everything at just the right time and all. But I'm going to give it a try, and I hope it helps.